Hey everybody, Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We are at the 2021 NFAA 3D Mark Nationals. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by Kafaru International. We're joined by good friend Louis Holmes. You ready for this, Louis?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely. Here we go. This is the team shoot-off. We have Tate Morgan and Rob Morgan, Jeff Button and Danny Button, father-son combos, and then Jonathan Scott and Louis Price. They are shooting off for 9th through 11th.
Jeff Button is full draw, 58.
That arrow is 1 inch, 1.5 inches left. Second arrow is half a shaft out at 10:30, and the arrow with blue veins, the last arrow, is 1 inch off at 11. So whoever shot in the middle of that has the closest one. Louis, if you want to pay attention to who's shooting, I will verify our impacts here. So.
All right, real good. So Jonathan Scott, he's on Hoyt with the white limbs. Danny Button in the middle. Tate Morgan, green bow. Green Hoyt, full draw.
All right, here we go. Let me know who shoots.
Holding long. Tate Morgan first.
Tate is an X at 2.
Danny was second.
Danny is an 8-9 liner low. So it looks like Tate Morgan's got that one handled, unless Jonathan Scott can do something here, Louis. Oh. And I'm gonna have to say that I think Jonathan Scott got it done on that, Louis.
Very good.
It looks like he is probably about a shaft or at least 2 shafts closer to the center than Tate. So that's a great shot there by Jonathan Scott for sure. That's right, Louis. Let's talk about this event this weekend. It has been phenomenal weather. It was a little warm the first day. Today was a little windy, but overall this was exceptional weather.
Right, I've been here. I've never been here when it was raining. I've always been here when it was hot. But it did get a little hot yesterday, especially without the shade. But as good as the breeze felt today, it wasn't good.
Yep. So Jonathan Scott and Louis Price are going to take 9th. And then I would obviously have to say that Tate Morgan and Rob Morgan will be 10. And the Buttons will be 11th. So let's go to the Bowjunky leaderboard and see how that shoot off for 9th through 11th and the freestyle teams turned out. All right, everybody, Greg Poole here. We are in Redding, California for the Straight Arrow Bow Hunters NFAA 3D Mark Nationals, joined by Louis Holmes. We just saw a very exciting shoot-off for 9th through 11th with Jonathan Scott getting it done with the hammer.
He held on to the end.
He did.
Did what he had to do.
There you go. So now this freestyle men's shoot-off is for 7th and 8th. It's between Brandon Williamson and Sean Vincent. At a 15:38, for those of you wondering, that is 2 down off of perfect for the team event. Brandon Williamson and Sean Vincent are the defending champions of this event, by the way, and Kevin Wilkie and Donnie Thacker. Kevin Wilkie, of course, longtime Hoyt Pro staff manager. He can shoot, and even though he's working over at Kuyu now, when he picks a bow up in his hand, good things can happen.
I see him practicing all the time, social media posts and stuff.
All right, here we go.
Wilkie. Wilkie lets up a little bit too much wind for him.
Yep, Sean Vincent, he was on fire the first couple days. Oh, good tweener at 7:30.
Very good. He did shoot really good all weekend.
So that's a solid tweener for Sean Vincent right there. Sean Vincent and his partner Brandon are the defending Redding team champions. So here we go, Kevin Wilkie. He's been in this position a lot, Louis.
I think Donnie's hoping he shoots so that he doesn't have to stand up there by himself in the wind.
Oh, and he got him. So that arrow is going to be 2 shafts closer. So Kevin Wilkie bests Sean Vincent. Now it's a matter of, let's just be honest here, just like you said, Donnie Thacker. Normally Donnie Thacker wouldn't even have to shoot, but Brandon Williamson still has an arrow to go. So
This is the best part about the Reading shoot is sitting back and watching. You know, there's a lot of places that get to shoot off. So
All right, here
that's
we
the
go.
exciting part. Sit back and watch everyone to shoot off.
Absolutely. So technically, Donnie Thacker didn't have to shoot until Brandon did, but of course he's gonna anyway.
Yep. Brandon shot first.
3 o'clock X. That arrow's closest to center right there.
Donnie's shrugging his shoulders a little bit, trying to get the demons off.
All right, so now Donnie needs to get something done. So he just went from we probably have this one to now I got to win it.
Wind's coming across.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's hitting him. He's starting to laugh. He had to let it up. I
All
saw
right.
the wind hit the trees, and then it went right through the crowd.
So that's 2 letdowns there for Donnie, and for those of you watching in the NFAA, there's a 3 letdown rule. So on the 4th draw, so you can let down 3 times, but on the 4th draw, gotta send it.
I hate that added pressure.
And it is too.
It is, yeah. It's self-inflicted, but it's still.
It's self-inflicted.
You know, you're like, oh man, now I have to make it go. It's
All
like
right.
the time clock being at 9 seconds.
Exactly. All right, here we go, Donnie Thacker. Oh, he misses the dot about 3.5 inches at 4.
Something happened because they're all laughing.
So there you go. So Brandon Williamson and Sean Vincent, defending champions, will take 7th. Kevin Wilkie and Donnie Thacker will take 8th. Let's go to the Bowjunky leaderboard and check it out. All right, everybody. Greg Poyer, Bowjunky Media. We are back at the 2021 NFAA 3D Mark Nationals here in Reading. It's time for some more team shoot-offs here. At 1 down, we have Nathan Wilkin and Jacob Pettit, Dave Cousins and Gaius Carter, Danny McCarthy and Braden Gellantine, Paul Tedford and Stephen Hansen, and the Ellisons, Toya and Brady. Now, they are only going to be shooting 3 people from each team at a time at the same dot. So here we go.
See, Paul comes to full draw.
See what we got going on down
Rest
here.
is going to wait. The wind is really coming.
That's
Ooh,
a 12 o'clock tweener for
very
Paul
nice
Tedford.
shot, Paul.
That's a good start for Paul.
Yeah, put the heat on the rest of them.
Paul's won this event at 2 down. Obviously, this year was not able to make a couple events, so it's just good to see him out here. All right, here we go.
Gaius is another one that shot great all weekend.
He absolutely did. So that's an 11 for Paul Tedford. That first arrow was all 3 of those arrows are about 3 inches right.
Yep, wind got them all. It's
So
funny when you're looking up here, the dust is rolling right in front of them, and then you get halfway down, and the dust is rolling the complete opposite direction.
Where we're at, we feel it blowing on us, which would be for the shooters left to right. Dave Cousins has made this shot a whole bunch, though. And after watching what he just did, so Gaius, Stefan, and Jacob shoot their arrows about 3 inches out the right.
Yes.
Dave Cousins shoots an 8 out the right.
And they held it.
Yeah, that's not the shot he was hoping for, I'm sure. That's
in the
a
dot.
shaft and a half in at 9. Who was
good.
that? Nathan Wilkin.
Yes.
So here we go, Dan McCarthy. So obviously Cousins is not super pleased with that particular shot. Here comes Danny McCarthy, who has won this event in the past, back-to-back actually, right when they had went to 3 days.
Dan always seems to make such a strong shot when he's in a shoot-off.
1 shaft in at 5. So here we go. 1 solid shot here from Braden or one of the Ellisons, and that's going to be second.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a substantial check increase.
You see Dan talking with Braden about where to hold.
2 inches off at 5 for Brady. Well, I know
Braden
that.
lets up.
Well, I know that when they shot this for score, they were aiming 1 dot left. Now, right now, it's not doing anything like it was when they shot for score. So
You're saying the wind is not as bad as it was this
not
morning?
even close. Not even close. Yeah, they literally when they shot this for score, Danny McCarthy shot 2 arrows that were a ½ inch apart out the right.
Wow.
So they were aiming about, 5 inches left, 6 inches maybe. Right now, it won't be even close to that.
Team makes a good shot.
Straight low, 3 inches.
Looks strong.
Toy Ellison can take it right here.
They both have to shoot yet. Nope, too far.
Yeah, she's way out
Shot
the
out
left
9
there.
o'clock.
So there we go. Brady had already shot. So,
Oh, he did.
oh yes, he already shot. So they're going to have some measuring to do. And if I had to venture a guess, the 12 o'clock tweener arrow is gonna take the win in this particular one. Now, of course, for those of you wondering, no, there will not be a shoot-off for first place. Defending Reading champion Domagoj Budin from Croatia and his partner Bridger Deaton were the only team to clean it this year.
Clean. That is something that you'd think, even as a team and as good as shooters as everybody is around here, that there would be 5 or 6 teams clean, but it just doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't.
I shot with Kyle Douglas this weekend, and it seemed like we made the same mistakes. He would walk up and shoot too low.
There we go.
You know, at the bottom of the dot, and then I would shoot the same mistake, or the other way around.
Absolutely. So Paul Tedford and Stefan Hansen take second, with Paul Tedford's 11 tweener at 12 o'clock. Good to see Paul win that.
He normally shoots pretty strong in the shoot-offs.
No question. Well, he's got 122 ounces out front, so
he has tire weights on his bow.
It's
and,
unreal.
Yep, it all helps.
It is unreal. So obviously they are radioing vanes back from the target to our station. Heather Tucker up there keeping track. I don't think that there's going to be any discrepancy between third and fourth. I think after fourth is where it's going to come into it, because the arrow that will take third's about 2 shafts in at 9, and the arrow that will take fourth is about 3/4 of a shaft in at 4. So I think that they're probably measuring for
McCarthy's
fifth.
That was in.
I believe so.
Third place went to Nathan Wilkin and Jacob Pettit.
There you go.
Daniel McCarthy and Braden Galantine. And fifth is Toya Ellison and Brady Ellison.
All right, so third place is going to go to Nathan Wilkin and Jacob Pettit. Fourth place, Danny McCarthy and Braden Galantine. Fifth place, Toya Ellison, Brady Ellison. And, of course, sixth place, Dave Cousins and Gaius Carter. All right, everybody. Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We are at the 2021 NFA 3D Nationals in Redding, California. And we are now moving on to the senior men's team. Winning this event outright with a 15:37, 3 down was Tim Audis and Paul Penrod. Paul Penrod, by the way, won the senior event as an individual.
Back-to-back.
Back-to-back. Judd Olson and Jason Baker at a 35 for second. Cordell Carpenter and Scott Turner at a 32 for third. William Drake and Michael Braden at a 30 for fourth. So here we have Mike Leiter, Joe Cap, Tim Gillingham, and Benton Christensen shooting off for fifth and sixth.
I think Tim is just praying for the win. That's kind of he told me he's with his age, he's getting a little bit where he's like, I don't think I like the wind as much.
There we go. Mike Leiter and Tim Gillingham at full draw. That's about 2 inches out at 10. Was that Mike
Tall.
Leiter?
That was, yep.
All right, here we go.
Benton and Tim both draw back at the same time. I think I would hold off.
So would I.
Yep, I would not shoot at the same time.
All right, here we go. That's an inch off at 230.
Yep, still better than
Was that
better than
that was
Leiter's.
Benton right there, was
Yes,
it not?
it was.
All right. That arrow doesn't have 4 veins,
All
so
right,
it
Tim
obviously
coming
wasn't
to full
Tim.
Draw. I think he's got that look in his eye that he's gonna send this one.
Yeah, he said he wasn't shooting all that great this weekend, but oh, that's about 7 inches straight low. So right now it's Joe Caps to win.
He's bobbling a little. The wind's getting to him.
Yeah, that's an 8 at 4 o'clock. So from all intents and purposes, it looks like Benton Christensen
Benton
and Tim
Christensen.
Gillingham are going to take it.
Yep, nice shot, Benton.
So unofficially, it looks like Tim Gillingham and Benton Christensen will take 5th in the senior men's team event, and Mike Leiter and Joe Cap will take 6th.